Welcome to the NBA's greatest games. Today, we'll take you back into NBA history and relive one of the great matchups as it happened.
From the Spectrum in Philadelphia, the end is in the air. The Philadelphia 76ers leading the Houston Rockets 3 victories to 1. Need just one victory to wrap up the Eastern Championship. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Brent Musburger along with Rick Barry and Mindy Rudolph. Mindy, what about Houston as they cling now to their lives?
Well, we all know that Houston can put points on the board with an inside-outside type of offense. The thing they must do is cut off the Philadelphia attack. And what they want to do is what they call their paint defense. Block off the 16-foot lane, no penetration, and force Philly outside with perimeter shooting.
Rick, on the other hand, how about the 76ers?
Well, they play good basketball. They're very pleased, Brent. Despite the fact that Lloyd Freese in the hospital and they have a subpar George McGinnis with a groin injury, they've gotten tremendous performances from Julius Erving, Doug Collins, and a few other players, and that's why they're ahead 3-1, and they are very confident and expect to win here this afternoon.
All right. The lineups have been introduced to the crowd, and you can see who they will be here today. Erving, McGinnis, Jones, Bibby, and Collins will open for Gene Shue. For Tom Nasulke and Houston, Tomjanovich, Kunert, Malone, Murphy, and Lucas. And according to Gene Shue before the game, the key to beating Houston is controlling Moses Malone on the boards. What an amazing performer he has been, averaging 16.8 rebounds per game during the playoffs. And now we will rise for a moment of silence here in the Spectrum for Barry Ashby, who was an assistant coach for the Philadelphia Flyers. Let me apologize to everyone for not informing them ahead of time that the stadium was going to come to its feet for that moment of silence. Very tragic story here in Philadelphia, of course. Passed away suffering from leukemia, and he was a big favorite here with the fans. Barry Ashby dead at too young an age last week. And a moment of silence here in the Spectrum. Now we will break the huddle and get underway. Philadelphia meeting, final moments with Gene Shue and the officials today, Drucker, Rush, and Rakel.
It'll be interesting to see if Houston changes their strategy somewhat. In the preceding games, they've been gambling a lot and sending Calvin Murphy or John Lucas, but most of the time Murphy after Dr. J when he goes one-on-one. That's been leaving the outside open for Henry Bibby and also for Doug Collins, and they've responded by hitting the outside shot and causing problems for the Houston defense. So we'll see what Tom Nasulke comes up with.
Malone and Jones will jump it off, and as Rick told you, the 76ers without Lloyd Free, who has been hospitalized, hairline fracture on a rib right side. Army Drucker says, let's try this again. Free will be ready later in the week, however. He will not miss the championship series, but first things first. And the 76ers are one victory shy, and Houston says, don't count us out. Lucas loves the left side.
That's what they want to try and stop him from doing. They say when he goes left, he can either pass or shoot. That time he elected to shoot.
Bibby to McGinnis. McGinnis with that injured groin, which has hampered him throughout the series. Malone goes to McGinnis. The cocktail ties it.
One thing you cannot do with Julius Erving, you cannot give him the right side. He had it all cleared out. When you do that, it's almost an automatic 2 points.
Lucas, the rookie from Maryland, who has come here to run the team, and Murphy goes down the lane. And it's off quickly to Doug Collins, who can fly. Cut off neatly by Murphy. Lucas was there on the foul.
Never see the play again. Doug Collins coming down. He had Dr. J in the right side. Didn't have a good angle to get it to him. On a reverse dribble, Lucas, a little over-aggressive, picks up the foul.
So Malone is out on McGinnis. Kunert there now with the switch. Nice double team as Caldwell Jones goes back from his screen. McGinnis tied up in the corner, and Kunert fouled him.
Kevin Kunert with a little push there. If he hadn't given it, it looked like George was off balance and would have had to move his pivot foot and would have walked with the ball.
Now McGinnis, inside pass, and Jones was not looking for it. He expected the shot. Now Murphy. Gives it to Rudy Tomjanovich. There's that man inside. Malone with his first offensive rebound.
Didn't take him long to get it. Man is really incredible.
Tell me, why is he so successful? You know, when I watched Paul Silas, Mindy, there was bulk out there, but Moses is not particularly broad.
Moses is awfully quick, and what he'll do, we'll watch today, he'll even step out of bounds sometimes to get the inside position. on the Philadelphia man to make sure he's facing the basket. Very, very clever.
There's another intangible asset that he has, and some players have it and some don't, and it's nothing you can really explain. They just seem to be in the right place at the right time. He's got great instinct, and of course the ball just happens to come his way more often than to other players, and he really works hard at it. He knows what he can do, and he really capitalized on that ability.
Murphy pressuring Bibby. He's 23. Lucas, 15, goes with Collins, and Collins takes him underneath right side, and Bibby wants the shot up on Murphy. Fouled by Calvin. Now let's keep an eye on where Doug Collins goes with John Lucas, because of course Collins is 6'6", and he wants to get him under that hoop as often as he can. The Rockets lead at 4-2. Game 5, Eastern Conference title on the line.
This could hurt the Rockets a little bit, Mendy. They picked up their third team foul already, and we still have 10:35 to go in the first quarter.
Early in the game, Rick.
Tomjanovich goes to Lucas. And here comes a man who can also play a fine game of tennis. Speed in the backcourt with Lucas and Murphy. And now it's Moses. Bibby back there on the double team. Jones watching him. Moses with that strong inside move. It's an offensive foul. Take a look at the play. Here's Moses with the ball. Looking at the cutter. He might have been better off giving it to Calvin Murphy. You see him jump in, and he forced the contact on that play. Good call by Ed Rush. Pressure in the backcourt. Bibby comes around. Lucas, Bibby inside. Off to Caldwell Jones. Cornered outlet. Lucas should have one. On the break.
Not good heads-up ball by the Sixers that time. The guards were watching Caldwell shoot instead of one of them getting back for defensive balance.
Houston builds up a 3-point lead, and Tom Nisulke said, watch out for us this afternoon. We're going to play better than you expect. Joe Collins behind that Jones screen that time.
That's not keeping good ball-man relationship. That time Calvin Murphy lost his man. Collins got open. Dr. J found him.
1-point Houston lead. The trail in this series, 3 victories to 1. Have not won in Philadelphia. Lucas coming in was fouled in the act of shooting. He'll have a pair.
George McGinnis tried to come over and cut the lane off, but he was a little bit late getting there.
Now, McGinnis, when he needs a break, of course, will be replaced by Steve Mix, who is one of the better players to come off a bench in the NBA. And as you look ahead to a possible meeting between Portland and Philadelphia, think somewhat about the depth on these two rosters. Bibby and Collins coming up against Murphy and Lucas. The amazing Houston Rockets from out of nowhere to play for the Eastern Conference title. The doctor with a miss, and you can see Kunert looking for break opportunities. Had no one free that time. Murphy.
Houston doing something a little different. They're really looking to exploit the breaking situations. They were playing much more of a control ball game earlier.
And they built up a 5-point lead, Mendy.
When they won their game earlier in this series, it was with exactly that type of offense. Move the ball down the court.
You can see how bunched the 76ers are left side. Now McGinnis swings right. Takes Malone in. Turn around. Partially blocked. Jones tries to retrieve it, and it was out of bounds. So the ball will go to the Rockets, who have built up a 5-point lead.
This is the type of play that I think hurts the 76ers sometimes. That was all one-on-one effort by George McGinnis. They are much more effective and much better off by moving the basketball like Dr. J started his move, pass to an open man, Collins hitting the jump shot. They've got to do more of that. That one-on-one stuff can get you in trouble.
Collins with Lucas, and Lucas won that left side, his favorite side. Murphy with a jump shot. It is 12-5, and perhaps there was an air of overconfidence here in Philadelphia, and maybe the Rockets are exploiting that.
You see the type of defense Houston's playing right now, and speaking before the game, they're going to pick up the Philadelphia guards head-to-head as far as they can on the full-court press.
And Philadelphia has called a timeout. Gene Shue will bring the 76ers over and say, wait a minute, boys, Portland's not here yet.
There are 1,000 reasons to love this game.
What are yours?
I love this game because of the three-point shot.
Because I get to run the point.
Beautiful pass by Payton.
Because Seattle is where it's at.
I love this game because it's improvised.
Did you see what I saw?
Wow, huh?
I love this game.
I love this game because it's alive. It's alive.
You got something. Make me feel all right. You got something. Make me stay home at night. Listen up, y'all. Come on. Every day and every night. You're the one know how to do it just right. I said, oh, I love you so.
Welcome back to the NBA's greatest game.
As Moses Malone shoots, a reminder of what's next on CBS. John Schroeder with a birdie, Ben Crenshaw with a birdie. They come down the stretch in Fort Worth, Texas. We'll go there right after this basketball game. Our situation here, 2:37, Rockets up 26-23.
Very interesting thing here very early in the ball game, Brent and Rick. Houston so far has attempted 16 free throws in this first quarter, which indicates the type of offense they're playing. A lot of penetration, a lot of movement to the basket, but that's when you pick up fouls.
That's exactly what Gene Shue did not want to allow happen.
Newland on Collins. And an offensive rebound and basket for McGinnis. 2-point Houston lead. Not surrendering meekly, even though they're back 3 games, 1. On the steal, it was Bibby. Here's the Doctor. Collins on the follow.
That time Mike Newland for the Rockets watched the play and never hustled down the floor. Doctor goes in and he misses. Nobody from Houston hustling, but the Sixers are wisely. Doug Collins right there for the easy basket.
Malone moving on. Dawkins, not this time. Bibby off. This is the 76ers game. Irving coming inside and was hacked.
Kevin Turner picking up the foul there.
His third. Well, we have 3 centers. Check that, 2 on Kevin. Just 2 on Kevin. The 3 fouls are on Jones and on Dawkins. Tied at 27. The Doctor can put the 76ers up by 1. He does. 9 points in the first quarter for the Doctor. Lead by a field goal. Tomjanovich, Lucas, Newland, Cunard, and Malone on the attack for Tom Nissulke. Tomjanovich backing in on Collins on the mismatch, took him to the hoop, and Collins fouled it.
I question this call, Rick.
Well, we'll get a chance, hopefully, to take a look at it, Mindy. But it was a smart play by the Rockets. They made a switch off right here. Well, we're seeing him run backwards on the disc. Here we go right now. The switch off. Doc out on Newland. They pitched it into Collins, who was on Tomjanovich. Made his move to the basket. Looked to me like Collins was trying to body up on him. Rudy did make the contact. Both of them going. That's one of the toughest calls in basketball.
We always talk about that charge-block relationship between 2 players. Very difficult to call at all times.
But I was just mentioning the fact that it was a good play because they took advantage of the mismatch situation with Tomjanovich on Collins.
I can't believe how overconfident everyone is. There's quietness in the spectrum. We've been talking about Portland. Everyone assumes this series is over. I look up here, it's tied at 29, 1:15, and Houston playing strong. Doctor's got the right side again. And that was offensive interference. So goaltending. The ball had not cleared off the rim yet. So give 2 to the Sixers, and they go up 31-29.
Again, Rudy T giving him the right side.
And if you give the Doctor the first step that way, you can't stay up with him. Kevin Cunard came over to try and help out. Newland outside. Dawkins off to Bibby. Bibby. Collins back to Doc. It's inside in the violation of the 3 seconds. They turned it over.
McGinnis came down on the left side of the floor that time and got caught underneath the basket. And when Bibby didn't shoot, he got caught for the 3 seconds.
That's what you always talk about, Rick. 1 too many passes. Anticipating the shot that never comes.
Tom Nissulke has signaled the play to the Rockets. They trail by 2 inside of a minute. First quarter of the Spectrum from the corner. Newland has tied it. Collins and Bibby bring it up on Newland and Lucas. Lucas with Bibby, Newland with Collins. Tomjanovich assigned to the doctor. Time remaining, counting down on the left. The shot clock is in the right-hand corner. The doctor, his 5th field goal, first quarter.
I just can't get over how Rudy T continues to let him have his right side.
Newland was on the line at the buzzer. A little bit too much, and the first quarter of Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Final is over. Philadelphia leads Houston 33-31. A win sends them to the championship round.
Hi, I'm Andrei.
And I'm Marsha Kirilenko. HIV and AIDS is a cruel reality that affects millions of people around the world.
Abstinence, safe sex, practicing monogamy, and saying no to drugs are intelligent decisions that can stop the spread of this deadly disease.
Together, we must learn to protect ourselves and others from HIV and AIDS.
Because your knowledge is the best protection.
There are 1,000 reasons to love this game, and one of them is the answer.
Iverson, unbelievable!
I love this game because it's so intense.
Because of the crossover dribble.
Because I can jump over people.
What a play by Vince Carter!
I love this game because the guys are really cute.
You know what I love about the NBA?
Karl Malone.
Malone running on the right wing.
Because Sugar Shane says to.
They got to be kidding. They got to go over Houston first, and there's no way that this Houston is going to roll over and play dead. They got a ball game on their hands.
Coach Tom Nissulke has his Rockets down by 2. Mendy, what did the doctor and Collins wind up with in the first quarter?
Julius Erving had 14 points, shooting 6 of 9, picking up the slack from the injured George McGinnis, and Doug Collins with 12.
They've carried the burden. Here's McGinnis, and he drew Malone into him for the foul. Moses committed himself.
Say so often how you're supposed to stay down on the floor in the defensive position. But when you're a great jumper and a shot blocker like Malone has the capabilities of doing, you tend to get lulled into a situation like that. And you're going to go after the ball, and George made a good play.
And remember that Moses Malone is only 22 years old, might have been finishing his junior year in college, elected to come right to the pros out of high school. He is just a baby, and the future looks good for the Houston Rockets, who today are behind Philadelphia by 3. We start the second quarter. Jimmy the Greek will talk about Elvin Hayes at halftime. Possibilities of a trade. Newland up on Collins, and Dawkins cleans up. Irving inside with Collins, and Dawkins roams free to put it away.
And that really brought the crowd back to life. Let's take a look at it. The doctor goes up with the shot, makes a great play right here. He looks at the shot, sees Collins. Very few players could do that. Collins missed it, and here he comes.
And while you were watching that, Tomjanovich came right down and canned 2 for Houston. It's 36-33. Tomjanovich went to the corner, right side, and put it right back in Philadelphia.
Are you kidding me?
Mike Newland asked if the official was kidding on that play as he got called for holding.
What Mike will try to do is cut off the passing lanes for Doug Collins, who moves so well without the ball. He'll do that entirely second quarter here.
Mike Dunleavy checks in for Philadelphia at guard. McGinnis up over Malone from the left corner. A 5-point Philadelphia lead. So Collins and Dunleavy in the backcourt for Gene Shue. Tomjanovich put it down on the floor, and the whistle was blown outside by Drummond. Foul against number 6, the Doctor, Julius Erving. His first foul. 5-point Philly lead. Dunleavy takes Lucas. Lucas put a move on him. I'll tell you, they're anticipating that Lucas will go left every time, and he's been coming back to the right here on him so far. Here now is McGinnis outside using the screen. Malone got inside. Off now to Newland. Rockets trail it by 5. Newland will shoot it up.
Mike Newland, good outside shooter. You can't leave him open. But one interesting fact is that Houston's been only getting one shot. Moses Malone has not been near the offensive board of late. Let's watch and see who's sealing him off, Rick, the next time they go down with the ball. Irving goes left this time. Well, he made him go left, but there was nobody there to help him. Plus, if you make him go left, you must get over and cut him off to force him to spin back right and anticipate that move as well. It's not an easy job guarding the Doctor.
Irving a step too quick right now for Rudy. Yanked down by McGinnis. Lead to Collins. Defense is there. Back to Dunleavy from McGinnis. Kunert was battling for the rebound. Collins is called for the foul. Collins upset about that play. You can see him there on your screen. Let's take a look at the play. Great pass back by McGinnis. The shot by Dunleavy. There, the ball going up. I didn't see a foul. He had a right to be upset.
Warriors straight on 3. Good! A three-peat for the world champion Lakers. It's opening night in the NBA. Great basketball. Oh, my! Can you believe that? Air Canada soaring! What a beautiful play. Spectacular finish.
Why do I love this game? There's 1,000 reasons why.
We got ours.
What's yours?
I love this game because I can let my hair down.
Goodness!
I love this game because they rock and roll.
Because age doesn't matter.
Because of the perfect pass.
Lob inside for the jam.
I love this game because you get to wear a helmet.
I love this game because they know how to work it.
Oh, my goodness! I love this game. What's not to love? Don't stop. Don't stop.
Welcome back to the NBA's greatest game.
Let's watch the last sequence before we went to a commercial. Here's the play coming out. See Moses Malone in the right part of the screen. Dawkins does a great job boxing off the boards. McGinnis comes in for the rebound, and the Sixers are off on a fast break, something that they do exceptionally well. Here's the pass coming out now. Off to Collins. Collins will go in. He's going to make a great pass back to McGinnis. Now watch McGinnis with a great pass back to Dunleavy for the shot. And here's where we saw the phantom foul.
Yeah, but all those passes, no matter if they're behind your back or in front of you, whatever they may be, you got to put the ball in the hoop. That's the important thing.
Tomjanovich is out now, and John Johnson has replaced him for Houston. 40-35, Sixers up. Rudy T with 8 points with some defensive problems. Malone muscling Dawkins, picked up the foul, elbowed him as he turned the corner. A hooking foul by Malone. He gets the ball in deep with Dawkins on it, makes the move right there. They call him for the hook. That's his third foul. and Levy down on Newland. Steve Mix checks in. McGinnis resting. Malone goes now with Mix. It's Johnson's turn against the doctor. Count the basket, and he drew the foul.
Well, the doctor's got it going today. He's got all gears in full motion. He makes him go left. There's the play. He goes to his left. And I think that's good defense. The doctor just made a heck of a shot. They have to keep doing that. Make him make the tough shot. But, of course, you shouldn't foul him in a situation like that.
Big afternoon brewing for Julius Erving.
8 for 11 so far from the field. Carrying it all right now for the Philadelphia 76ers, Brent.
Only hit one outside shot.
8-point Philadelphia lead. Johnson. Malone with an offensive rebound as it bounced back to him, and Erving fouled him. That's 2 on the doctor.
Fouls are going to create a very interesting situation in the second half if it continues at this rate. It could have a big bearing on the outcome of this ball game.
Dr. J, what a factor he has been in the NBA this year after leading the New York Nets to an ABA championship a year ago. Also from the ABA, Moses Malone.
Interesting how the Philadelphia 76ers, as the season progressed, seemed to go a little bit more to the doctor. Try to get him involved a little bit more. He was kind of tentative early in the season, but in the playoffs, especially now with George being hurt, he's picking up the slack and showing just what he's capable of doing.
In a big game, beware of the doctor. Knocked away by Lucas, who then tripped over Dawkins. Erving retrieves. Bad pass inside. Dunleavy scoops it up. Newland intercepts. Outlet Johnson. Johnson flashes into Bibby, and Bibby fouled it.
Well, here's one of those controversial plays we talk about where it's so difficult to make a decision as to who fouled who. We'll take a look at the play coming now. Here's Johnson. Let's watch Bibby. He gets over. Mendy.
Good call. Never had his feet planted. Henry Bibby was on the move, and I'll tell you, when you're out there with a whistle trying to pick that play up, we have an opportunity to look at it because we look at the replay. When you're out there, you look at it quickly. You got to make that decision, and the thing you try to do is take a look at the defensive man's feet, and in that particular case, he was moving.
Johnson formerly played with the Portland Trail Blazers. You know how he would love to lead Houston into the championship, but they trail. They're in trouble. They must. Whoa! Dawkins almost put the ball right through Newland's throat that one time, and Michael came right back. It's 43-39. Timeout has been called. What a piece of work he is.
I'll tell you what, the size of his hands, Brent, I'm amazed that he didn't try to catch it midair and throw it off for a fast break sometime.
Timeout with 8:10 until the end of the first half.
There are 1,000 reasons to love this game. What are yours?
2 words. Larry Bird.
I'm gonna love this game because of the cool shoes, baby.
Because of the trash talking.
I love this game because you can count by 2s.
I love this game because the players fly through the air. Up, up, and away!
Ta-da!
We love this game.
So a shot here will have to be miraculous, and it is!
Shaquille fadeaway. Got it! What a shot! Oh!
Barkley for 3!
Off it comes to Chapman. Long shot up. Johnson at the buzzer. You gotta love it! Francis drop pass to Yao Ming. Yao Ming. Yao Ming with a block.
I love this game.
8 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first half in Philadelphia. 76ers need one victory to go for the NBA championship against Portland. Steve Mix backs in on Malone, turns around, short. And Moses saved it, but Mix was there. Kevin Kunnert with a hand on it, goes to Philly. 43-39, Sixers ahead of the Rockets. Philadelphia with just 2 starters on the floor. Dawkins travels.
Now, he might have got called for an offensive foul there as well, because it looked like he hooked on his move to the basket, but fortunately for him, he walked first.
And Bill Walton sits and waits in Portland. 43-39, 7:40, turnover. Newland not quite out far enough to receive Lucas's pass. McGinnis re-enters. The Doctor goes out.
And Julius Erving leads the game so far, Brent, with 19 points and doing it all right now for Philadelphia. 19 of the 43 they have.
Nix and McGinnis. Gene Shoes forwards. Nix wants him. Backs in. Not there. Kunert. Rockets can pull to within 2, trail by 4. Colonial National Invitation, the final round. Coming up after this game, a report at halftime. Kunert with a good move, couldn't put it away. Battle for the ball, and Kunert and Johnson kept it alive at that end.
Kunert made a good play there. He just had a lot of second and third efforts, and he got a little lucky. I don't think he was surprised that the tip actually went in, that one that did go in.
Set some of the matchups now. Johnson with McGinnis. Kunert with Dawkins. Newland over on Dunleavy. Dunleavy shoots over Newland.
He's a heck of a shooter. He doesn't get a lot of playing time, but he's got a lot of desire and a great outside shooter. Works hard in the defense.
All right, says the referee. Kunert off of Johnson's hands on the turnover. Back they will come. 45-41. Sixers up by 4 and 6:38 to go. And Moses Malone goes out. Gene Shue over here at the scoring table with Normie Drucker now. We've got a rhubarb brewing.
No time. He's calling it from the desk.
Obviously, what attempted to do right there, Gene Shue thought there was a timeout call, and there wasn't a timeout call. Neither referee recognized it, therefore it's negated.
One. The hole, one. The hole.
Maybe bounces into Dawkins. Jumps up on Kunert, it'll fall through. 6-point Philadelphia lead. Left-hand hook. An offensive foul. That was Johnson.
Brett, let me correct something. It was a loose ball foul, and therefore it is a team foul, and it puts Houston in a 4-foul situation along with Philadelphia. Next situation, both teams in the penalty.
Dwight Jones, 13. The Houston Rocket to replace Malone. He now jumps over on Nix. Oh, look at Dawkins get off the floor. Couldn't tap it back in. Jump ball. McGinnis comes down on Lucas, and Lucas is furious.
John Lucas felt that he should have had a foul called on that particular play. He had the ball down on the floor. McGinnis just kind of looked like he was going to jump on him and get him for the 3 count in a wrestling match. Let's watch the play. The ball gets loose. He goes down. He's dribbling on the floor. Here's McGinnis. It looked like he reached over, got his hands on the ball, and then fell on top of him.
That's the play. He wanted a foul called on his thigh. That's where he wanted the play called.
Rudy Tomjanovich checks back in. Newland stepped up and won that neatly, anticipating where McGinnis would go, and drives the length of the floor. Good play by Mike Newland. Smart play. 4-point Sixer lead. 5:38 left in the first half. Jimmy the Greek, a report from Fort Worth on the Colonial National, and also slam dunk at halftime. Dawkins drew the foul from Kunert.
That's a bad foul by Kevin Kunert. Watching Darryl Dawkins play, he should realize that he is not a great outside shooter. As we take a look at the play here, the ball will go in now to Dawkins. He takes it, makes a good fake. Kunert gets caught in the fake, picks up the foul. You should make that man take that outside shot. Show you that he can make it. That's 3 fouls now on Kunert also.
3 on Dawkins at the line. The starting center, Caldwell Jones, out with 3. Harvey Catchings, how's he done in this series?
Harvey's only played 1 ball game. That was the ball game that Jones and Dawkins both fouled out of. He played 17 minutes, and the Sixers lost that ball game.
6-point Sixer lead right now. 5:20 left until a half.
We had a mismatch inside there with Rudy Tomjanovich to try to get the ball inside. Of course, the ball was kicked out, and the 24-second clock will reset to the maximum.
Dwight Jones gives it up, and Lucas.
So many times you see that you go for a steal like McGinnis did, and what he does, he breaks down the Sixers defense. They were able to get a good perimeter shot. A lot of players are susceptible to doing that. I know I get caught myself doing it at times.
Jones just got a hand on the ball as McGinnis put it on the floor. Had the left alley open. Jones knocked it away. Newland goes with Dunleavy. And it's against Kevin Coonard, so Kevin now in foul trouble. That is 4 against him. And Tom Nissulke must make a decision.
He's going to come in with Owens.
And right now, Brent, we have Coonard with 4. We have Moses Malone with 3. We have Calvin Murphy with 3.
Here's Tom Owens, number 25, entering the game.
Tom Owens has only played 2 minutes in the playoffs thus far against the Sixers.
He is 6'10".
Oh, too soon.
Coonard 7 foot. So for Houston, Tomjanovich, Lucas, Newland, Owens, and Dwight Jones. Jones also 6'10". Tomjanovich outside. Only one shot is Moses Malone since Dunleavy was heading to the hoop, got away from him, and Lucas comes back. On the turnover here, the Rockets. Bibby and Lucas. Bibby and Lucas. Lucas has got it. It'll count. He'll come to the free throw line.
John Lucas put the afterburners on that play. He makes a good defensive play, just burns right by Henry. Bibby goes up, makes the shot. Bibby was actually trying to get out of the way, and the Houston team, I think, got a break on that foul call.
Another thing on that play, Rick, Darryl Dawkins just hustled back on defense. The players who were in front of him were at least 2 or 3 steps ahead, which shows you the speed of Darryl Dawkins. Good hustling on his part.
One thing about Philadelphia, why they're such an explosive team, they do so well as Dr. J comes back in the ball game, is the fact that they have centers who can run. They get up the floor. They can really move. Henry Bibby going to the sidelines, and
So
Doctor may be playing guard.
Doctor at guard right now, Rick, with Dunleavy as McGinnis and Mix go up front. A 2.6er lead. Now Lloyd Free has been hospitalized. Hairline fracture of a rib. Gene Shue expects him back this week. He collided with Newland. Dunleavy missed everything. McGinnis to save it, but off to Lucas, and the Rockets come down. The Rockets can tie it at 4:14 first half. Lucas got inside and threw the foul.
This is what Coach Shue was so worried about. That penetration by John Lucas causes so many problems. And anytime you can get in a team's gut, as we say, you can cause those problems for them. They have to foul. You pitch off. A guy like Malone or Coonard can get to the boards easily. That's the idea that Houston wants to work with, trying to get inside that Philadelphia defense.
Lucas asking for a timeout, will go over to the side. Dunleavy picked up that foul as Lucas came inside. First one on Michael, so 4:11 until a half. Sixers up by those 2 points you see on the screen.
There are 1,000 reasons to love this game. I've got mine. What are yours?
I love this game because of Dr. J.
Irving with the dunk shot.
Because of Tim Duncan's excellence.
You know what I love about this game? Jason Kidd.
Oh, my goodness.
Because Yao Ming is 8 feet tall.
Because nobody played like Pistol Pete.
Oh, my goodness.
Shaq's dominant.
Oh, what a play.
I love this game because George Mikan started it all.
Okay, guys, there's 1,000 reasons why people love this game. Let's give them ours.
I love this game because the tattoos really bring out their personality.
I love this game because sometimes it's okay to eat pretzels, nachos, and Cracker Jacks.
Ooh, I love this game because of the fancy spin move.
I love this game because the arena is so feng shui.
This place is going nuts now.
I love this game even though we're the real dream team.
Here's to the NBA.
We love this game.
Welcome back to the NBA's greatest game.
All right, Rick, we have the doctor operating right now in the back court. Now, what does it take, Rick? I know I've seen you do it last year in the Phoenix series with Golden State. Of taking the forward and putting him into the back court. What does that indicate, and how do you have to adjust?
Well, of course, they're forced into it trying to give their guards a little rest with 3 out. In our situation, we had to do it for a lot of a different reason. And I really believe that the doctor can play back there very capably, mainly because he's a good ball handler and he's an excellent passer. And for me, it was really fun playing back there. I like to pass the basketball, and back there you have an excellent opportunity of setting your teammates up for a lot of easy baskets.
Here come the 76ers. The doctor taking Newland down low.
3 seconds.
Lob pass for the doctor. Turn around with that right hand underhand. Came back in on it. Tapped it up and in.
Great tip in by Julius Erving, but you heard Mike Newland yelling 3 seconds, and there's no question that he was in there 3 seconds. When he didn't get the shot when he first touched the ball, he was in there a long time.
Knicks taking Newland. Erving with Tomjanovich. McGinnis with Jones. Back to Rudy T. Travel.
One thing that they always wondered on that call, how could you walk with the basketball if you never first have possession of it?
That's an excellent observation, Rick. You really can't travel if you don't have possession. I totally agree, and you'll hear no argument from me on that play, babe. Thank you.
Here comes Steve Mix with 3:30 to go until the end of the first half. Doctor goes underneath with Newland, pops out to the left. Back now to Dunleavy. Cleared off by Owens. Here's Lucas. Houston again can pull to within 1. Tomjanovich. McGinnis off with it. Another big man who can handle the ball. Quickly to the doctor.
Great pass by George McGinnis. That's what made that play. You see the Doc wide open on the wing. He's got his arm up. George sees it, throws it to him. Almost a little behind the long arms of the doctor, saving it.
Taking Tomjanovich at the other end as Lucas inside to Owens, who comes up on McGinnis. And McGinnis is off on the dribble again. McGinnis gets inside. McGinnis will go through, but it won't stay down. Foul. Called Dunleavy.
That'll be a 2-shot foul in the backcourt with possession. He tried to reach in and get the steal on the rebound. You see Doug Collins resting on the bench.
2 minutes and 30 seconds. And the Colonial National Invitation, final round, coming up on CBS right after this NBA playoff game.
Sixers have really gotten a bonus. Darryl Dawkins has played a long time with 3 personal fouls. Gene Shue has not been forced to make a move.
Dwight Jones from the University of Houston at the free throw line. It's been a long, tough struggle for Houston just to sell the game of pro basketball in Texas. They love their football down there. Ray Patterson tells me it has come on strong this year with the success of this young team. And Houston should be a franchise that only gets better. Lucas knocks it away from behind Dunleavy. Off now from Rudy T to Lucas with control. Swings to the open man who's Newland. Short, and McGinnis skies. Moses Malone getting a long rest here. 2:11. Knicks was turning around on Tomjanovich and Rudy Balding.
Here's the play again. Nice pass from Dunleavy as he sees his man coming open. Steve Mix. Tomjanovich with the push from behind. I think Rudy thought he was going to be beaten badly on the play and didn't realize that Tom Owens was coming over and had excellent defensive position to cut that drive off. Here's a man that I was surprised during the season the Sixers didn't use more. I've always thought he's a real fine, steady ball player on both ends of the floor.
It's hard to use him when you've got the Doctor and McGinnis out there. 5 points 2 minutes. Lucas puts a move on Dunleavy.
There's that penetration we talk so much about.
Top draft choice out of Maryland. Brought stability to the backcourt of Houston. The Doctor. And here's McGinnis outside. Short. One shot. Newland off on the dribble. 3-on-1. Now 3-on-2 as Mix comes back. Pull up Lucas. Short. Tomjanovich. And it is 56-55, and hold on, Portland. Houston not about to quit.
Philadelphia suffering a little bit with this combination. They just don't seem to have a fluid offense when they have to set up.
Newland battling. The Doctor physically. Inside pass to Dawkins.
That's why the Doctor is such a threat. There are not that many players who have the ability to go up for a shot and see what's happening on the floor and make a pass off. You'll see him here as he gets the post on Newland.
What a pretty bullet
the
pass,
ball.
Rick.
He goes up for the shot. He sees the man open on the other side of the floor. Gets a three-point play possibility out of it.
Dawkins converts.
And after that foul was called, Brent, Newland and Dr. J exchanged words. There may be something happening out here. Dr. J is mild-tempered. Takes a lot to get him angry.
And it takes very little to get Newland angry. He plays with emotion. There's Mike right now. And the Doctor intercepts. It's 2-on-2. The Doctor!
Oh, they love it here in Philly when he goes on the drive. 25 points. Here he comes, right side. When he gets this kind of a position, there's not much you can do except watch him.
On their feet in Philadelphia. Pushing against Newland.
Let's take a look at the play here. Mike Newland gets caught up in the air. The Doctor picks off the pass. Comes down the floor, got a better angle. Lucas knew he was dead, and the Doctor knew he had it.
Finally brought this Philadelphia crowd to its feet. If anything could do it, that slam dunk by Dr. J. He keeps amazing me every time I see him do it.
I think out in Portland, Bobby Gross just stood up and applauded.
I doubt it.
I want to tell you, if it comes to Philadelphia and Portland, and the 76ers lead 3-1, and no one in Houston should think I'm putting their fine team down when I say this, but if it comes to Portland and Philadelphia, don't miss a moment. It is going to be some showdown. Dunleavy inside. The Doctor go up and over Batman. Oh! You look again.
There he goes. And Mike Newland is furious because he just felt he got knocked down, and he just really berated Normie Drucker, and Normie wouldn't call a tee. I couldn't believe it.
Did you see the Doctor come flying across? Now, Lucas put it in, but he is on fire right now. He almost came in behind Lucas on that shot. Time left first half. 63-59 off of Mix. And McGinnis got a hand on it. Knocked it away as Owens tried to control. Listen to the crowd. It is Irving who has brought them to their feet. Philly leads coming up at halftime. Slam dunk. Jimmy the Greek. And a report from Fort Worth on the Colonial National Invitation.
There are 1,000 reasons to love this game. What are yours?
I love this game because of the crossover dribble. Oh, very well played.
I love this game because the men are easy on the eye.
I love this game because you don't need a 9-iron to score.
I love this game. The Staples Center crowd.
I love any game that brings the drama every single night.
This is the CBS Slam Dunk Competition. Today you'll be watching Joe C. Merriweather, the big center from the Atlanta Hawks,
competing against a very fine leaper from the San Antonio Spurs. This is George Gervin, the highest scoring player on the highest scoring team in the NBA. Hi, I'm Don Criqui, and this is the CBS Slam Dunk Competition. The best slam dunkers in all of basketball are competing for upwards of $50,000 in prize money, with the ultimate payoff to the winner, a check for $15,000. Here's how it works. It is a man-against-man elimination contest. Each athlete gets 5 slam dunk attempts. For each one that's good, he gets 2 points. The biggest scoring area is style. We have a 3-man panel of judges, and the maximum score from each judge for style would be a 10, so the best score any player could get would be a total of 40. If they should tie after they each take their 5 slam dunk attempts, we go to a 1 slam dunk sudden death playoff. Now let's meet our panel of judges. On the right is Mendy Rudolph, CBS basketball analyst, longtime NBA referee, the dean of NBA officials for so many years. And in the center, a man who played on 6 Boston Celtic World Championship teams, Sam Jones. And our third judge, nationally known basketball writer Larry Bortstein. We lead off the competition with Joe C. Merriweather, a 6-foot 10-inch, 215-pound center out of Southern Illinois, now with the Atlanta Hawks. Merriweather is one of the fastest big men in the NBA. Very lithe, very quick. And as you see, the great ability to get up in the air as he hits his first 2 shots. Making all 5 slam dunks very vital to each athlete. 2 points for each successful attempt. And of course, the style point breaks down from the panel of judges, the biggest point determinant. Joe C. Merriweather gets all 5 of his slam dunk attempts, a total of 10 points on shooting, as we watch him come down the middle in slow motion. And now, the style point breakdown. 8-8 and 8-5, 24.5 on style, 10 on shooting, 34.5 for Joe C. Merriweather. And now to shoot at that is George Gervin, the man they call the Iceman from the San Antonio Spurs. Could not get the first to go and loses the handle on his second try. So George Gervin, one of the highest scoring players in the NBA, at a big disadvantage now as he comes in with one of his patented shots, the cradle lock dunk. George Gervin at 6'7" plays in the back court. Typifies the evolution of NBA players. Big men now moving the ball and playing in the back line. George Gervin, though, having trouble finding the handle. And George Gervin now, as we watch him in slow motion, watch him get up in the air. His timing was off on this series of dunk attempts. This one was right down and good. And here is the point total breakdown. It's not good after the missed dunk shots. A total of only 18 points on style, 4 for making just 2 shots. Merriweather's the winner. All right, let's meet now Joe C. Merriweather, who just advanced. Joe C., beat a tough man, and you had to really get up to do it. He's getting higher and higher every week as the money goes up.
Yes, it is. Looking forward to it.
You're thinking about that money?
Oh, yeah. A lot.
All right, Joe C., congratulations. We'll look for you in the finals.
Okay, thank you.
Amor, amor, my love. Amor, amor, make life divine. Say you'll be mine and love me only. Amor, amor, amor.
And this place is rocking. What did I just see? Oh, big finish.
Creativity for the MVP candidate. Oh, where is he getting it from?
There you go. What a game. Holy cow.
Jeff Marbury on the drive. Oh, man, can you believe it?
Welcome back to the NBA's greatest game.
start the second half. And Rick Barry and Mindy Rudolph. Tom Nisolke has taken a look at the statistical sheet. And before the game, Rick, you know that Gene Shue and Jack McMahon of Philadelphia told us that they must stay even rebounding. Team rebounding right now, Houston 23, Philly 22.
Well, they've done a heck of a job in that respect, but one thing that the Houston team has not done is they have not been able to shut off that middle, and they've allowed Philadelphia to get the breaking opportunities. The Doctor's 12 for 16 from the floor. Out of those 12 field goals that he's made, he's only made 2 jump shots from the outside.
Good percentage shots. He's probably having his best playoff game so far this season. As we can take a look, Collins behind him with 12, Dawkins with 10, not too much from the rest. The injured George McGinnis with a very, very small amount of points in that particular half.
But he's doing a heck of a job, man. He's got 8 rebounds.
Rebounds is what's important. And in that half, Gene Shue complained to the officials vehemently as they entered onto the court. Houston has attempted 31 free throws in that particular half. Philadelphia went with only 14 free throws. But when you penetrate to the basket and when you rebound offensively and get second and third attempts, you're going to go to the free throw line. That's exactly what happens in ballgames.
As long as we're talking about rebounding, Malone had 7, Tom Janovich 1, Kunert 7, Lucas 3, Murphy none, Newland 3, Johnson none, 1 for Jones and 1 for Owens. The official stat sheet totals that at 23. For Philadelphia, Irving 3, McGinnis 8, Jones 1, Bibby 2, Collins 1, Dawkins 5, Dunleavy none, Mix 2, total of 22, all even. That's how Philadelphia wanted it. Now we start the second half. Bibby and Collins come down on Lucas and Murphy. Will Jones with those 3 fouls in the first half, back in at center. They clear the right. Short. Janovich was going for it, and McGinnis bounced right back there. There was a foul against McGinnis as he tried to come in. No, they'll go out.
He was just called for being out of bounds.
Right. Point difference. Philadelphia ahead and 1 victory away from winning the Eastern Conference Championship. Houston eliminated Washington. Murphy gets inside on the penetration, and again Rick Barry, what Nisolke wants, men inside. Malone slips to McGinnis fire. Doctor kept it in play, Bibby retrieved. Doctor can hurt you in so many ways. He knew he couldn't get that ball, but he used his great timing, tipped it outside, basket for Bibby. Lucas controls. And McGinnis on him, a left-handed hook. Away from the Doctor, Tom Janovich had it come to him, and he puts it away. 2 points, Philadelphia lead. 10:46 to go, third quarter.
Kevin Kunert lost the contact lens, but he's got to keep playing ball.
Bibby again. And Kunert wants the 22nd right now, Rick. I'll be down here looking for it at the opposite end of the floor. Al Domenico, the Philly trainer, is already down. There he is. Take a good look, Al.
Those little devils are hard to find sometimes.
He's a great pool shooter.
He's looking to see if the Indians are coming. I'm trying to hear the hoofbeats.
Thundering hoofbeats outside the structure.
Look out for the arrows, Al.
No offense to the Indians. Don't want to get any cards and letters on that one.
You can't roller skate in a buffalo herd. You can't roller skate in a buffalo herd. You can't roller skate in a buffalo herd.
Thank you, Roger Miller. Collins now with Lucas. Here's Malone. Short. Throws off quickly to Collins. Lucas awaits him. Dougie pulls up outside.
That's one of the great outside shooters in the game of basketball. I just really love the way this man plays the game.
6 points, 6er lead. Tom Janovich. Collins tapped it away to McGinnis, loses control, and here's Murphy. And Tom Janovich came down with the follow-up.
There's the play again. You see nobody knows that Tomjanovich is coming. He just times himself beautifully right in the basket. Good hustle by Rudy T.
69-65 Philadelphia. 9:37 to go in the third, and the 76ers leading one, and Bibby with a miss, and Malone gave him one chance that time. Watch Moses Malone at the offensive end as they come down. Tomjanovich short. McGinnis with control, quickly to Caldwell Jones, and little Calvin Murphy slipped in underneath him and fouled him.
Calvin Murphy almost made a great play.
Foul.
Now that fourth foul will certainly hurt because he's a very important part of their offense. We'll see the pitch out right now as he tries to sneak inside. He does get the ball, but in his effort to do so, he did make contact with Jones, picking up a very crucial foul as far as the Houston Rockets are concerned here early in the second half.
1,000 reasons to love this game, and here they go.
I love this game because I love to hear that sweet string music.
I love this game because when I'm around sweaty men, I smell better.
I love this game because when my jumper's on, it's on.
Allen, 3 more.
I love this game because you can't strike out.
Because home is where my heart is.
I love this game, and if you don't, you're fired.
There are 1,000 reasons to love this game. What's yours?
The crowd is on their feet.
I love this game because you know what? Little guys can make a big difference.
You can stand here with the ball doing stupid things like I'm doing now and look cool.
Because it gives me a chance to be me.
I love this game because you get to wear a tank top.
We love this game because we can always go together.
It's a good date.
How nice was that?
That close.
Houston falling behind right now by 12 points. They're shooting 3 for 13, Brent.
There's the leaderboard at the Colonial as Watson begins to make a move. Schroeder still on the lead. The final round coming right after this NBA action on CBS. 76ers up by 12 points. Jones, McGinnis, and they'll jump it.
Usually they say you have to have the ball for 3 seconds, and in that situation the ball was bouncing free, but it was a good judgment call, I think, by Eddie Rush.
In a play like that, exactly so, Rick. When the ball is loose like that, 2 guys have their hands on the ball, not full control. The best thing is a jump ball. And George McGinnis, to me, looks a little bit slow today. He is obviously hurting, no question about it.
Bothered by an injured groin. Newland comes in on Collins. Malone at the offensive end. There was that positioning that you talked about, Rick. He went to the right spot and it came right to him.
Right, he has a good sense of where the ball is going to be. We'll see Newland come down, but watch right here on the drive. Now watch Moses Malone. He's coming down as the travel. The ball goes off. He sees where his place is, watches the ball intently, comes up with the basketball, draws the foul. It's very important right now that the Houston Rockets start to play smart basketball. Get the ball inside for good shots, not the outside shot right now. They've got to get some points, not allow the Sixers to get out of reach from them. The Sixers have come back with Dr. J really not being a big factor here in the third quarter. And that's why Tom Nisselke said they can hurt you from so many different ways.
Exactly right. And Doug Collins has picked up the slack, and that's why Dr. J is such a super ball player that he is. When he has to put points on the board, he will do it. When he has to hand it off for assists, he'll do that too. He can do anything at any time.
27 in the first half. Scoreless so far in the third. Leaned up by Malone, who's skied. 10-point lead. Houston trying to get a run. Newland makes it 8.
That's 2 points for them, but I don't really think that's the highest percentage shot you can take when you're trailing.
Irving right side. Tomjanovich. Got inside. turned it over. Malone off to Newland. Newland gives it to Moses, and there was traveling. One of the few times I've seen the doctor try to force the ball here this afternoon. He just made a bad play that last one, and Ross had a bad break with the walk. Good one for the Sixers. 5 minutes and 40 seconds left until the end of the third. Lucas taking Bibby. Dawkins being watched by Malone. Jones fronting McGinnis. Dawkins. Well, I told you he was allowed the outside shooter.
Moses Malone, Brent, bumped off Dawkins like a rubber ball that time. He just bounced right off.
Dawkins fronting Malone. Here's Lucas trying to get inside, left alone by Bibby. One shot as it would not stay down. Bibby in the middle. 12 again. That's a big difference there. Houston misses a shot. Philadelphia rebounds, gets it down and scores a basket. Houston's getting the basket for a miss, coming up the floor, but not taking those outside shots. Jones has been called for a foul.
He and McGinnis exchanged words after that field goal. In fact, McGinnis sort of bounced the ball off Dwight Jones's back as he was holding McGinnis as George was attempting to get position on the rebound. McGinnis not too happy the way he was handled that particular time, but fortunately the officials caught it.
Not too many friendships, it appears, have been formed during the 4 previous games of this series.
That usually happens, Rick, and I'm sure you found this in long playoff series of 4, 5, 6 games, that when teams play constantly against each other, there's some rivalries that have built up, occur on the court, but you're taken out in temper sometimes.
A lot depends upon whether or not the team's an aggressive type of a team or not. Speaking of rivalries, how about Maurice Lucas and George McGinnis? That would be the matchup. Tucker out on the fly. Tucker is loose. Hold it, no basket, and loose foul. Newland. That's a good call that time by Normie Drucker. Mike Newland knew that the doctor was going in for 2, and he figures, well, what the heck, I might as well try and have him make the free throws. Here's the doc, good anticipation. He sees the pass, makes the steal. Newland will grab it right there. 2-shot foul. I guess the fans thought maybe a continuation should have been there since the doctor didn't have a chance, but he put the ball on the floor after the foul.
Exactly right, Rick. And I'll tell you, the more I work with you, the better referee you become. You're super.
That's exactly what Mike Newland hoped would happen. The doctor missed, but of course he is in the bonus situation. He has 2 more opportunities. Sixers with only 1. Four minutes and 43 seconds left until the third quarter ends. And now we'll see what Houston is made of.
That's the magic of the Philadelphia club, Red. Dr. J has only scored 2 points in this third quarter. He carried them the entire first half, and here they're still up by 15. Tremendous balance on this club.
The Los Angeles Lakers did not quit as the whistle is blown after the pass into Jones. McGinnis fouled him. Back to that point, we watched the Los Angeles-Portland series, and the Lakers obviously up against it in Game 4, and they just kept coming back and coming back before they finally bowed. Inside goes Newland. Short, Dawkins down. Now it is Bibby off. Collins goes back to Bibby. Foul by Newland, who again is upset. Newland's 3rd foul.
I would expect that Houston will try as hard as they possibly can. They would have won this game badly, and of course, all the players out there are professionals, and this is what they're getting paid to do, and they're going to give it their best effort. In a situation like this with these 2 teams, unfortunately, you will have a circumstance take place where one team will blow another one out because neither of the teams really concentrate on the defensive end of the floor as much as other teams in the league, as Calvin Murphy comes back in the ballgame. So in that situation with 2 offensive teams out there, one team can get hot, and they can go ahead and blow another team out.
86-69. Houston cannot lose contact in the rest of the third quarter. Perfect. So he comes off the bench, hits a quick field goal. It's an 86-71. 15-point difference. Collins. Make it 17.
Philadelphia's strategy on defense has worked, however. They're forcing Houston outside in this quarter, and that's been their downfall. They have not shot well from outside.
That's what's coming up next, and next Sunday the championship series begins. 1:30 Eastern time in either Philadelphia or Houston. Newland. And the second game will be a week from Thursday night. The Rockets come back after the turnover and the steal out of bounds. Goes to Houston. Collins touched it last. Like Moses said, what am I doing with the ball 20 feet from the basket? He wanted to get rid of it quick. Tomjanovich rolled inside away from the Doctor and was left alone. 13-point difference. 3 minutes and 11 seconds. 76ers with Bibby and Collins, Dawkins, Irving, and McGinnis against Tomjanovich and Malone. Jones, Murphy, and Newland. Bibby, pull up. McGinnis had it knocked away, and there's Moses Malone with control. Off to the right is Newland. Newland, pull up. As we talked about, these Rockets are not about to quit. They've narrowed the gap back down to 11 points. 88-77 in 2 quarters. Steve Mix will check in. Knocked away by Newland. Did not save it as it goes out of bounds. I don't think there's a player in the league that has any more desire than Mike Newland when he's out there on the basketball floor, Brett. This man just puts everything he's got into every game. He has one drawback. It's the fact that if a play goes against him, he may come back and make another bad play because he gets himself so upset.
Basketball fans, what's your favorite game?
Oh, what a play!
Put a fan favorite on NBA.com Global and cast your vote for the game you want to see.
Oh, my!
You're a fan. What's your favorite?
Michael at the foul line. A shot on Elo. Good! The Bulls win it! Choose from one of 4 available games.
Log on and vote.
Control the action. Play fan favorite on NBA.com Global.
Oh, my God! Look out for those slam dunks. Peja Stojakovic. Unbelievable. Are you kidding me? That was sick. Kenyon Martin. He is Superman.
This kid can do it all. Bron James. Oh, my.
Vince Carter. Oh, that was wicked nasty. The power and fury of the morning. Walker for 3. When you're hot, baby, you are hot.
There are 1,000 reasons to love this game. Let me hear yours.
I love this game because of behind the back pass.
I love this game because I love to get the crowd into it.
Well, I love this game because it's all rock and roll to me.
Stojakovic is on fire.
I love this game because of the New York Knicks.
I love this game because the thrill is never gone.
Posey with a flush.
One of us plays this game great.
One of us doesn't play at all.
But we love this game.
To the NBA's greatest game.
At one point in this 3rd quarter, Brent, Philadelphia had a 17-point lead. Houston's cut it down to 11. What they've done really was with some good defense. If they cut it down even further, to get them to strike against, they just got to dig in deep.
Violation ran out. The 24-second buzzer. So another opportunity.
And that's the defense that I talked about. They've got to just close off the Philadelphia fast break, tighten up, pull up their socks, and do some hard work, and that takes dedication.
88-77, 2:15 left, 3rd quarter. Houston facing elimination. Dwight Jones. Short, you can hear him yell as he released. Mixes out. Murphy is back with 5 fouls, and Collins slammed into him, offensive foul. Well, I tell you, that was a good play by Calvin Murphy because they had a 3-on-1 opportunity. It was bad transition by the Houston Rockets. And Doug Collins gets in along with Collins. Calvin's still down, too, but he's just resting.
There's the play. Mixed with a good pass off Calvin. Plants himself. Boy, he did take a knee right in the chest. I'll tell you that.
Takes a lot of guts, Rick, to stand there, a little guy, 5'9", take that shot. You've got to have a lot of intestinal fortitude, knowing you're going to take a shot and go down.
And you don't question Calvin Murphy's guts. He's been in a few fist fights with some big guys in this league.
And I'll tell you,
he doesn't back away from any man.
He's the modern day Al Adams.
Calvin Murphy talking to Tom Nissulke. Tom Nissulke and Jerry West, top two candidates for Coach of the Year. Nissulke was the coach of the Puerto Rican national team up in the Montreal Olympics. And that team did the best job of all against Dean Smith and the American squad. They almost upset them that afternoon as Butch Lee of Marquette threw in 33. Julius Erving taking a break on Gene Shue's bench. One victory away from an appointment with Bill Walton and the Portland Trail Blazers. And we were talking about coaches on the airplane coming in for Portland, and Rick and Mindy and I agree that one of the top men in the NBA who has not received the credit due him is Jack Ramsey. He proved it again in Portland this year that he can do it. Here's Jones inside with left hand.
Here's the team. They want this game. They're not about to quit.
88-79. 1:40 to go. Janovich could not intercept. They'd be deep in the right corner. Dawkins and McGinnis at the glass, couldn't tap it in. Malone apparently on the out-of-bounds line. Dale Harris, the assistant, alongside Nissulke.
Tom Nissulke taking a lesson from Jack Ramsey, not sitting on the bench.
And this is off iron. Jones off quickly to Calvin Murphy. They can pull to within 7 if they can hit. Here it'll be Malone. 88 now, 81, and the Rockets are back in it. 1-10.
Let's not forget that the Rockets have to back with Julius Erving on the bench. He's not playing right now. They close the gap.
Mix, McGinnis, Bibby, Dawkins, and Dunleavy. Dunleavy 10. Murphy almost intercepted, but it goes to Houston.
Yes, the ball hit off of McGinnis's knee. Here's the last fast break opportunity. Calvin Murphy coming down. See Mick stop right there, and he got the man out of position. Dunleavy, good pass by Murphy into Malone.
Dawkins is on Malone. Murphy shoots outside. Battle for the rebound. One finally by Dawkins. Off to Bibby. Murphy almost intercepts. Here's Mick 3-on-1 Dunleavy.
That's a bad shot by Calvin Murphy, and it really cost them. They missed it. He gave up a basket the other end. Houston was very poor in their transitions from offense to defense at this point.
9-point difference and 30 seconds left in the third, and Jones puts it on the floor. 7 again in 25 seconds, and now Philadelphia's 2-on-1, and it's intercepted this time by Murphy, but Rick, you're so right, they don't get back. Knocked away by Mix, and here they come. Dunleavy checks the clock. 14 seconds. Newland came up and forced a jump ball. That is what a play and a hustle play you will ever see in basketball. Mike Newland was about 6 feet back. Let's watch this play. Here comes Dunleavy up to 4. He makes the interception. Watch Mike Newland right now. He's ahead of him. Look at this. He just dives out there because he sees the ball available. Boy, that is some play. Talk about a hard-nosed performer. He's out there. Dunleavy and Mike Newland. Newland hits it now to Malone. It's 90-83. They can pull to within 5. From the corner, Tom Janovich makes it 5 when rangy possesses. Philly must hurry at the buzzer. Bibby's in the air. And we have got a ball game in Philadelphia. 12 minutes to go. 76ers. 1 victory away from winning the Eastern Conference title.
What a play by Allen as he somehow scooped and scored. Boy, this kid can do it all. Here's McGrady off the drive this time. Yep. Oh, man! It's sensational. The power and fury of the morning.
All right. You know, okay.
There are 1,000 reasons to love this game.
What are yours?
I love this game because of the three-point shot.
Because I get to run the point.
Beautiful pass by Payton.
Because Seattle is where it's at.
Oh!
I love this game because it's improvised.
Did you see what I saw?
Wow, huh?
I love this game. I love this game because it's alive. It's alive.
To the last 12 minutes now, Brent. 12 minutes to go in this ball game. Philadelphia had 11 turnovers that third quarter. And Mike Newland definitely was the spark for the Houston Rocket offense. And let's see if they can continue this surge.
Irving is back for Philadelphia. Mix there on Newland. And it goes to Jones. The doctor on Jones. Muscled up. Offense. Philadelphia, 2 fouls on Jones. Let me set the lineups. Collins, Dunleavy, Irving, Dawkins, and Mix for Gene Shue. Murphy, Newland, John Johnson, Moses Malone, and Jones for Tom Nissulke. The doctor on a turnaround. Taken down by Johnson. Just one shot they can pull to within 3.
That's the best defense anybody's played so far in the doctor in this game. Forced him left, cut him off.
And Moses Malone traveled, but did you see the strength at the offensive glass?
Let's take a look at it right here. Here he is, muscling in for position. The ball goes up and comes off. He gets the rebound right here. Starts to go, puts the ball on the floor. Mendy, I don't really know if he walked on that play.
I think he walked a little bit, and then he got pushed afterwards by Darryl Dawkins. Never really had good position on the court, Rick.
Bibby replaces Dunleavy. Collins and Bibby in the backcourt for Philadelphia. Johnson watching Irving. The left side, and Johnson is on him. Collins. Great save shot.
Hey, he's so tough from the outside, I'll tell you that. He shoots 50% from the floor, and he doesn't shoot very many shots from inside except off a break.
Championship series begins next Sunday in either Philadelphia or Houston. Jones, away by Dawkins, but score it.
That was goaltending.
10-40.
We'll watch the play again as the ball comes inside to Jones. A little push by the Doc. He got away with it. There's Dawkins on the way down.
Boy, he doesn't block it softly.
That's not a good way to block the ball either. You're better off going up for a block and just keeping it alive. A la Bill Russell, he was the one that really started doing that.
Johnson jumps out on Dr. Rick and goes back now to Calvin Murphy. Murphy to the hoop. 92 to 89. 3-point difference. 10 minutes and 20 seconds to go. And Houston back in it. You got to have heart. Off iron. Down shot. Newland. Bad shot. Newland lost it. Back comes Collins off with the doctor. 2-on-2. Back goes the doctor who just seemed to sit up there.
Nice pass by Collins. Good hustle by the doctor. Turnovers, again, can always be costly. There's the play. Collins with the pass. Doctor's open. Not much you can do there on defense.
Cross court to Newland. We'll take it. 94 to 91.
If you have to pick one player, as Mendy pointed out, that has helped the Houston Rockets, it has been Mike Newland.
Now they've got to dig down deep and get the ball back, cause a turnover or a bad shot.
Left side for the doctor. Johnson Dooley there. Dawkins came up outside. Off of Jones' knee and out of bounds goes to Philadelphia.
What a big break in Philly and a bad one for Houston. There was nobody around him. He just couldn't find the handle.
Caldwell Jones back. Dawkins out. Mindy, what's the foul situation is? Rick, you look at this slow motion.
The foul
There we go
situation
with the
really
shot going up. Good position. He comes up, didn't have the handle, hits his foot, out of bounds.
We have Kunert in foul trouble for the Houston Rockets as well as Calvin Murphy. 0 for 5, Brent.
A little bit outside of Doug's range there, Brent.
All right, 94-91 and 9:05 left in the fourth quarter. Malone gave it back to Johnson, who was stepping on the out-of-bounds line.
And that was Johnny Johnson's fault because he cut through and was not expecting the pass. There was no way he was going to get it. We'll see the play right here. Here's the ball to Malone. He takes it Johnson. He really wasn't expecting it. Hit it right in the face. Black eye. Timeout. 9:03 for the game.
1, 2, 3, rise. Showtime, baby. Showtime. Stay there. Get back, Steve. I got ball. Double dribble. Good call, baby. Left. Switch. Let's go. Get back. Right here, dog. Where the top. Watch Pete. Yeah. Yo, baby. Here we go. Ball. Girl.
Hey, there's Ginobili. He is really a sensational defensively.
There are 1,000 reasons to love this game, and one of them is the answer.
Iverson, unbelievable!
I love this game because it's so intense.
Because of the crossover dribble.
Because I can jump over people.
What a play by Vince Carter!
I love this game because the guys are really cute.
You know what I love about the NBA? Karl Malone.
Malone running on the right wing.
Because Sugar Shane says to.
Talk about large. They get it to Hamilton. He gets a clean look and buries it. Unbelievable. Oh, what a play! He jumped right out of the building. The Lakers win! They are breaking out all the tricks tonight. See it to believe it. That was scintillating. Throw it down.
Welcome back to the NBA's greatest game.
9 minutes and 3 seconds. Philadelphia needing just one victory to advance into the championship round against the Portland Trail Blazers, who eliminated in succession Chicago, Denver, and then Los Angeles. Houston trailing by 3, and that's the important statistic, and you remember at halftime, only one rebound separated the two teams. Houston has been going to work, so we're going to keep an eye on that rebounding statistic the rest of the way, because that's what Gene Shue was concerned about. Irving backs in on Johnson. Irving short. But Irving came back up and scored. Great desire by the doctor. Tom Nostalgia off the bench. He was really upset with that call. He thought there should have been a foul perhaps on Irving on the first rebound. See the play coming here. The doctor shoots. It was good defense on him. It comes back off. Right there they thought they might have been able to get a foul. I don't know who hit him.
Looked like a foul possibly against Moses. I didn't see anything happen out there. But however, I agree with you, Rick. There could have been some contact on Julius himself on that rebound.
Spins out. 5-point Philadelphia lead. 8 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the Spectrum. Jones gave it to Johnson, who caught without the ball, and Caldwell Jones blocks, and Moses Malone can't, and there's Johnson. Furious action underneath as the big men go hand-to-hand that time. Three-point Philly lead, and 8:10 up on that clock. Outside. Well, that's a good shot when it goes in. In this situation, though, I think they can get a little bit of better one than that. Gets inside on Collins.
One thing Houston cannot afford to do is to exchange baskets now with Philadelphia. They've got to cause a turnover and go ahead with 2 or 3 in a row. They've got to get ahead of this game.
Mix outside. And the doctor's strong underneath. Left hand. Jones came
of Malone that time. Murphy battling for the loose ball. Jones comes down on top of Calvin Murphy. And the foul was called by Norm Drucker. Great hustle that time by the Houston players. Calvin Murphy in particular. They made a heck of an effort there to get that ball.
And here's a big break for Houston right now, Rick, and we'll watch it on the replay because they called a backcourt foul here, which is a very important play. They're going to shoot 2 free throws rather than not.
There's Murphy hustling after the ball, and Jones picking up the foul. He couldn't get the ball, and he made contact with Calvin.
Murphy at the free throw line. 5 fouls on Caldwell Jones. 7:29 to go. Sixers up 98-96, and Murphy can pull them to within 1. A 1-point game, and 7 minutes and 27 seconds, and 3 players with 5 fouls. Philadelphia has not been getting any easy shots the last few minutes. 22 points for Doug Collins. George McGinnis will be back. John Johnson. 1 point again and inside of 7.
If they keep doing that, it's just going to be the team that shoots the best outside percentage. Somebody's got to get inside if they want to win this basketball game.
He came alive and hit 10 straight down there in Houston to get that last win for the Sixers.
And that's 24 points for Doc Collins.
Philadelphia trying to keep Murphy away from the hoop. Here's Jones, and he travels. Here at the Spectrum, trying to get a peek of the Doctor's Magic Show if they can. Also probably standing in line just in case the championship tickets go on sale. Mike Newland is now going out of the ball game. And Lucas has replaced him, Rick. Bibby at the perimeter off this time, and it bounces deep. Billy saves it. Doctor outside.
It seems to me, Rick, that the Doctor has a lot more success against Rudy T than he had against Johnson.
35 for the Doctor, 24 for Collins. They've carried the scoring burden. McGinnis watching Jones, who puts it on the floor. Drew the foul from McGinnis. Wouldn't fall, and he'll come up to the free throw line.
That's only the second team foul on the Sixers, only 1 for Houston, so the fouls at this point are really not a big factor. But the Sixers still are doing it from the outside. Now, there's a lot of time to go in this game with 5:52. If all of a sudden that outside shooting ceases for them, they start missing it, and Houston goes inside, gets to the foul line like they're doing right here, it's going to be a different basketball game.
We're number 1.
All right. Send us a couple of those hamburgers in there. 5 minutes and 52 seconds. A 4-point Philadelphia lead with 5:45 for the game. Jones with 5 fouls on the floor to shoot. Collins breaking inside, trying to get free, comes up at the rim. This time finally misses, and off come the Rockets. A chance to pull to within 2. Here's Malone inside. Jones watching him, backs in, bounces off, turnaround off from McGinnis. Collins on the fly, lost it. Lucas out for the Rockets. The Doctor hustling back his wing, back now to Lucas, checks his shoulder, gets inside. Up over Jones. Malone was there battling, loose ball. McGinnis up, McGinnis down. George McGinnis is knocked down by Lucas. Well, that's a big play right there for the Sixers. John Lucas had a chance to pick that basketball up. A lot of times in this game, one little play here or there can make such a difference. Let's watch the play. Lucas goes up, takes the shot. Moses Malone should have this ball, but watch what happens. He just can't get control of it. Now it bounces free again. McGinnis goes for it. Lucas could have dove on that ball. He didn't do it. Picks up a foul in the backcourt. Right after this game, we go to Fort Worth in the final round of the Colonial National Invitation. John Schroeder, hang on. Hold off Tommy Watson, Benny Crenshaw. Kevin Kunnert checks back in.
And Kevin Kunnert, Brent, has 5 personal fouls, along with Calvin Murphy with 5, Caldwell Jones with 5. So we got some people in trouble out here, but they're not going to give up because there's no tomorrow for Houston.
It's a 5-point Philly lead, 5 minutes left.
How big one play can be in a game like this.
It'll be interesting to see how Jack Ramsey keeps the Trailblazers active. They're going to be off a whole week. Philadelphia-Houston could continue. But for Portland, for sure, you know it's a week off. Championship starts next Sunday. Tomjanovich. Now it's 3 and 4:50 to go. 20 points for Rudy T. Goes in, Moses jumped over, and Jones comes up with a rebound. And a big play for the Sixers. They hurry it at 5 from the perimeter. Gene Shue furious right now. How the Sixers are performing. 105-102. What? And a whole what? Moses inside on Jones, goes back out to what? Kunnert wants it. On McGinnis. Kunnert. 104. Timeout. And this is not going to be a pleasant huddle for the 76ers, Rick.
Well, I'm sure that it will not be. Gene Shue is really upset. They have yet to get the ball inside. They've been shooting from the outside. That last shot was a perfect example. Henry Bibby took a shot from about 40 feet.
When we look at the difference in bench scoring, Brent, we can't forget what the effect of Lloyd Free being out of uniform has on the Philadelphia 76ers.
Should be able to play by next Thursday if a 7th game is necessary in this series. They go down to Houston for Game 6 Tuesday, and a Game 7 would be right here in the Spectrum if necessary. Irving and Kunnert was equal, but McGinnis come right to him.
Sometimes
golden opportunity.
Sometimes it's much better to be lucky than good. Great play by Houston. The ball bounced to George for an easy layup. Nothing that Houston Rockets could have done about that.
3-point 76er lead.
Yes, he did. Julius Irving got a hold that's going through in the passing lane. Pick it up, Rick.
There's Julius once again wanting to come back to the right. Kunnert with the good block. Here's the ball bounces to George. Merry Christmas, George.
In rebounds, Houston leads 47-40 for the game. Kunnert up on Irving.
They have a tremendous advantage there. Neither Julius nor George can stop Kunnert. He's 7 feet tall. He can get that shot, and he's hit 2 of them.
So the matchups become a major factor at 3:05. And we'll see how Gene Shue adjusts. Irving misses outside. Malone does not give you a second chance. The Rockets can go ahead. What a comeback this has been.
Give the doctor that shot all night long. He's going to beat you with that one. You deserve to lose.
Now let's see what the Rockets come up with. The adrenaline pumping for the men who trail 3-1. It'll be Malone on a turnaround, and the Rockets go up 108-107 at 2:44.
Amazing, Brent. They were down by 17 points. You've got to give them all the credit in the world for coming back here.
Trailing by 17, up by 1, 2:30 for the ball game. Here is McGinnis moving inside. Short, Malone again gives him just one chance.
He had the shot when he double clutched it, threw him off balance.
Watch the Rockets. Being very patient.
Big play here,
10. That's the shot clock, and Murphy got inside and was short. It'll go to Philadelphia. Tom Nissulke bringing the Rockets back. Checking timeouts and the scoreboard with 2:06 and his team up by a point.
They got what they wanted. Good penetration, good shot by Murphy. They were able to get the basket. It would have really put the heat on the Sixers. Now the Sixers can reverse the situation.
Shue will watch this play standing. Sixers want the lead. Collins short. No. Jones has got it. Bibby off to McGinnis. McGinnis for the 76er lead. Timeout. Houston. 147. Rudy Tomjanovich out there questioning, and Nissulke furious is coming back away. As Julius Erving sits down, Nasulke still protesting. 1:47 for the game.
Why do I love this game? There's 1,000 reasons why.
We got ours.
What's yours?
I love this game because I can let my hair down.
Goodness!
I love this game because they rock and roll.
The age doesn't matter.
Because of the perfect pass.
Lob inside for the jam.
I love this game because you get to wear a helmet.
I love this game because they know how to work it.
Oh, my goodness. I love this game. What's not to love?
There are 1,000 reasons to love this game. What are yours?
2 words. Larry Bird.
I'm gonna love this game because of the cool shoes, baby.
Because of the trash talking. I love this game because you can count by twos.
I love this game because the players fly through the air. Up, up, and away!
Ta-da!
We love this game.
I love snakes! And he's basketball bounce. I love this game!
Speaking to Tom Nasulke before the game, Rick and Brent, he likes the inside-outside type of offense on a pattern play. In other words, hit the post man with the ball, make them collapse on defense, and possibly bring open the open perimeter shot for Tomjanovich and possibly Calvin Murphy.
See what they come up with here with 1:44. You can watch it on the left-hand side. Time remaining. Rockets trailing by 1 point. The crowd of the Spectrum alive. Lucas puts Houston up. Now the Sixers will come down. Time again remaining. Left-hand side. 110-109. Houston. McGinnis gives it up. McGinnis has given it up in Philadelphia. Murphy in the middle. Murphy through. Goaltending. Goaltending is a goal. 112-109.
And that one-on-one I talked about, George tried to do it by himself. He lost the ball. Here comes Murphy on the drive. He sees an opening right there. You can see he made up his mind to go. He gets it up. The ball coming down. Good call.
Marvelous performance in the clutch by the Houston Rockets. Erving outside. Tomjanovich watching him. Doctor backing in. Cut off now. Here's Collins. Behind the screen. What a shooter he is. 112-111. 1 minute.
26 points for Doug Collins. He's having himself a ball game.
This may be the biggest series right here for the Rockets in the playoffs.
If they can hit here, they go up again by 3. Murphy cut off, and Kevin cornered, and Murphy was fouled. Bibby can't believe it.
They have a situation here now where the next foul, first in the last 2 minutes, they will be in the bonus anytime.
And on the other hand, Rick, let's not forget that Houston has 1 foul to give.
Here's Malone on the turnaround against Jones, and it is 114-111-45 timeout. Shue, they'll come up with a play.
And Gene Shue is unhappy, totally unhappy with the performance of the Philadelphia 76ers. He called that timeout with complete disgust.
Let's take a look at what's happened. Houston has gotten some of their points by what? Getting inside. Whereas the 76ers, aside from a couple of lucky bounces, have all been perimeter shots. And if Doug Collins had not been hitting, they could have really been in big trouble.
And it's Julius Erving going one-on-one. Houston defense forcing him left, giving him the jump shot. George McGinnis not as quick as he should be, also going one-on-one.
Let's see what the strategy should be. We've got 45 seconds to go. First, we'll take a look at the Sixers. They have got to try and come down and get a good shot, preferably something inside with an opportunity perhaps to draw a foul. If they should make the basket, they have to put a lot of pressure on Houston, play good defense, try to come up with the ball again. They should be able to get the basketball back if they don't use up all of the clock.
Tom Nissilke talking to the Houston Rockets.
Now, they're going to try to steal. You know that.
That's right. Now, we got 2 timeouts left. We call time on the backcourt. Now, defensively, they will probably go to die. So everybody else dump back inside. Now, if they hit something from the outside, they hit.
No fake. No fake. Oh, don't go for George's fake.
Let's down there. On 56.
Brent, you heard Tom Nissilke. He wants to play the tough defense, not allow them to come inside, shoot from outside. The other end, they want to get inside.
Now, what Philadelphia should do here, Brent, is get a shot off quickly. Not force a shot, but get a shot off quickly so that Houston cannot run the clock out on them and kill off the 24 seconds clock. They got to get the ball back for a second attempt.
But they must get a good shot. If they don't score, they're still in big trouble.
Here's Erving. They called it. Erving not there. And Houston with control. Bibby came back. Bibby alertly got a hand on the ball. So, 38 seconds left.
Here's Moses with the ball. He's a little bit rushed. Lucas can't handle it. Out of bounds.
It was just off of Lucas. Bibby never touched it at all. They just lost control of it down there. Bibby gets inside Murphy. Bibby won't stay in Malone with his big rebound. Philadelphia had 2 opportunities, and Erving fouls Lucas in the backcourt with 26 seconds to go.
Well, there wasn't much to do there. They had to put pressure on him. Doc tried to go for the steal. Houston could have run the clock down and not even taken a shot and really been in control of this basketball game. And I have to really compliment this Houston Rockets basketball team. They have showed me some kind of desire, some hustle and determination. Tremendous effort. Here's the shot, and another big rebound by Moses Malone. I believe that's his 19th of the game, and he's done a heck of a job.
Let's not forget, Rick, that they were down by 17 points. Mike Nolan came off the bench in the third quarter. Did it for the Houston Rockets, and here in the fourth quarter, it's a completely team effort, and you've got to give them an applause and a pat on the back.
And the Sixers could be in trouble. They've given this basketball game back to Houston, and they have life going home.
Let's face it, all of us came in here talking about a Portland-Philadelphia championship series. Let's be honest. Philadelphia led it 3-1. We were looking forward to it, and Houston says not yet. And they went to work against them, not about to quit, and now they'll go back to Houston for a Tuesday night 6th game, and then a 7th game would be Thursday. And once they get Philly back in the Summit, they could very easily be sky high on Tuesday night. Can you imagine the crowd down in Houston for that one?
Well, I'll tell you what, if they're not ready to buy tickets right now, there's something wrong down there. These people get behind this Houston team, anything can happen. If you let a series go down to the 7th game, and I can give you a great example of that from last week. The Warriors, we let Phoenix do that to us. They fought back, they played at our place. We were in control going into the third quarter of the ball game, turned around and lose it. So anything can happen in that 7th game. You don't want to allow that to happen.
And what it can do for Houston also, Rick, if they go down to the Summit and win, they'll come back here to the 7th game with a lot of confidence in their heads right now. They know they beat Philly here today. I'm giving Houston the victory right now. They beat them here today. There's no reason why they can't beat them here conceivably in the 7th game.
Now there is the key statistic. At halftime, a 1 rebound difference. And look how Houston went to work on the glass. Gene Shue said we've got to stay even, thinking that he would get so many fast break opportunities if he stayed even and come away with easy baskets. It hasn't happened here. They've been shooting outside at the perimeter throughout this final fourth quarter.
They stayed even and were 14 points ahead. When they lost the rebounding battle, they've now fallen 5 points behind. Tremendous swing here, and a great credit to the Houston Rockets and Tom Nissilke.
19 rebounds for Moses Malone, and hats off to Houston for the job they did here in Philadelphia this afternoon. Erving inside. And don't forget one other thing. If they can come all the way back, they get the home court advantage against Portland also.
Strange things have happened, I'll tell you, in basketball. This 21 seconds ago, and many of you know, after all the years you've put in, that you've seen situations with 5 seconds ago, teams have scored 4 points. Houston's taking no chances. They call a timeout, will bring the ball up to half court, and they're going to try to run this clock out.
Well, that's one of the reasons they want to get it away from their own basket in case there is a partial block or a partial steal. Philadelphia has to go a much further distance to the basket, eat up some very, very precious seconds, and Houston will be very careful on this throw and on this inbounds pass.
And remember, right after this, more drama unfolds on CBS. The final round from Fort Worth, Texas, of the Colonial National Invitation.
And I would like to know what the Greeks' odds would have been on John Schroeder still having the lead after he faltered so badly yesterday.
Tom Nissulke.
Yeah, they got one timeout. They got one timeout. Now, if they score, call a timeout again. Okay, Rudy. Yeah. She is 4. She is 4 or 3. All right, here's what we got. We got Kevin here. We got Murphy.
Thompson, if they score, call a timeout, because if they played the game properly, they should run the clock out and not give Philadelphia a chance to score.
21 seconds, left-hand corner. It's a 3-point Houston lead. 116-113. Leonard with control and McGinnis on him. Lucas to Newland. And Newland was fouled.
Doug Collins tried to draw the charging foul. Good effort by Doug.
I think it was a good gamble, Rick. He may have gotten the call, but fortunately for Houston, he did not get it, and will go to the free throw line now with 2 shots.
And Mike Newland is one of the better free throw shooters in the league. Usually shoots in the high 80s.
It's one thing I've liked about Tom Nissulke, the way he coaches Houston Club here in the 3rd and 4th quarter. Calvin Murphy was in foul trouble with 5, and so was Porter with 5. And they played all out, forgetting if they fouled out, because there was no tomorrow for them.
How many times does that happen when you say he's a good free throw shooter and man misses?
4-point lead. Irving lost it. Tom Janovich got an open man. Didn't see Newland, who broke free on him. The 76ers went to cover up and fouled. 6 seconds, and they're going back to Houston. Houston Rockets. And Lucas just yelled over here and said, "See you Tuesday, Brett." And I indeed am going down to see that game. Got to go to the Summit. This series has suddenly come alive. The Houston Rockets, Calvin Murphy with a big grin on his face. So hold on. The Houston Rockets don't quit in Philadelphia. And who knows now?
Rick, Philadelphia can complain possibly or alibi that there was a subpar McGinnis, an injured Lloyd Free, but when you have a team down by 17 points, there's no reason why you should lose the ball game, especially if you're professionals and well schooled in the art of keeping a lead.
Yeah, but you have to give Houston credit too, because they shut the inside off, made him go outside. They cut the doctor's effectiveness down, just played an excellent basketball game.
Bibby puts one in for the record book as it ends. Final score up there on the board, 118, 115, and a very dejected Philadelphia 76er team heads for the locker room. Gene Shue wondering what went wrong. Game 6 in Houston Tuesday. We are here in the Houston locker room. John Lucas, Calvin Murphy, and Rudy Tomjanovich. Luke, you told me before the game. I didn't believe you.
Yeah, well, I know. Now you got to believe. See, it starts with Calvin, Mike, Rudy, Goo, Bubba, T.O., J.J., Dwight, Mike, Coach Harris, Rudy White, the whole team. Yeah!
Calvin, let's sell the Summit out. Here we go. Calvin, you got into foul trouble in the game, and that was one of the key factors.
Yes, it was. I got a little over-aggressive early. I tried to set a tempo, and they wouldn't let us play like that. They got the game under control. That 4th quarter, I went in the game a little more under control, and I ran the offense fairly well for us.
Rudy, in the first half, Dr. J was going wild. He was having a great first half.
Just unbelievable. They got their running game going. He got out there on those slam dunks. You know, it's hard to contain him like like that. Second half, we controlled their break a little bit more, made them play 5-on-5, and our team defense did pretty good controlling them.
Defense came back, sealed off the middle, and I'll tell you, one of the reasons why was a player who came off the bench, as you well know, Mike Newland. There was a great moment in the game when Newland came from behind and went diving after the ball, and Mike, I think that more than anything else personified the way you guys did not quit.
Well, Brent, I appreciate that, but it's indicative of the way the team's been all year. We've been behind and won more close games than most people are in, and it's a strange game. You just never can count yourself out.
Now, as you look ahead, you get to go back down to the Summit, and of course, Philadelphia had a very bad game down there in Game 3 of the series.
Well, Brent, I'll tell you, one of the big differences is, the people that we have down in Houston. It's the loudest crowd in the NBA. They're the craziest people in the NBA, and when they got something to cheer for, they cheer for it, and they're going to be loud Tuesday or whenever we're there.
I have to tell you the truth. When the game began and Dr. J went loose on that one slam dunk, we said Bobby Gross out in Portland is probably taking some notes. Can you imagine how the people at Houston must have reacted with this comeback as they watched it unfold?
Well, I don't think they're that surprised by it. I don't mean to take away some of the drama, but we've been that way all year. And unfortunately, I'd like to be a little more excited about it, but it shouldn't be commonplace to do that. However, down the line, we're going to have all the breaks we can get.
Late in the year, you had to win a game in Washington, right? And also one in Boston, and both times you came away with it.
And in Cleveland, and it's a surprising thing. We have a lot of exuberance on our team, Brent, and you never know. That's one of the nuances of the game that can carry you into victory.
Michael, young players on this team. How long did it take to work in Lucas and Malone with the other veterans? When did it start to gel?
Well, Lucas, the first day I played against him in practice before the season, blocked my first shot, so it took him about 5 minutes to work into our system. And Malone, he came along well because the coaches have worked hard with him. We just have a team that gels. However, we are cautious, and we're not overestimating our own value at all. And we realize we're still down, and we're just going to go back and try to play our game.
Tell me about the coach, Tom Nisulke. What did he mean to the team?
Well, he meant that we won 49 games. Of course, you don't want to forget Del Harris either, because Del and Nisulke work well together.
All right. Michael, thank you very much. Congratulations to the Houston Rockets as Houston wins it again. For Rick Barry and Mindy Rudolph, Brent Musburger saying so long from Philadelphia. The NBA on CBS is a presentation of CBS Sports.
Hi, I'm Andre.
And I'm Marsha Kirilenko. HIV and AIDS is a cruel reality that affects millions of people around the world.
Abstinence, safe sex, practicing monogamy, and saying no to drugs are intelligent decisions that can stop the spread of this deadly disease.
Together, we must learn to protect ourselves and others from HIV and AIDS.
Because your knowledge is the best protection.
There are 1,000 reasons to love this game. I've got mine. What are yours?
I love this game because of Dr. J.
Irving with the dunk shot.
Because of Tim Duncan's excellence.
You know what I love about this game? Jason Kidd.
Oh, my goodness.
Because Yao Ming is 8 feet tall.
Because nobody played like Pistol Pete. Oh, my goodness.
Shaq's dominant.
Oh, what a play.
I love this game because George Mikan started it all.
It's opening night in the NBA.
It's great basketball. Oh, my! Can you believe that? Air Canada soaring! At the buzzer!
What a beautiful play. Spectacular finish.
Okay, guys, there's 1,000 reasons why people love this game. Let's give them ours.
I love this game because the tattoos really bring out their personality.
I love this game because sometimes it's okay to eat pretzels, nachos, and Cracker Jacks.
Ooh, I love this game because of the fancy spin move.
I love this game because the arena is so feng shui.
This place is going nuts now.
I love this game even though we're the real dream team. Here's to the NBA.
We love this game.
Love and happiness.
together. Walk away with victory, baby. Love and happiness. Oh, yeah. Love and happiness. Oh, I don't stop. I don't stop. Honey,
out to Nowitzki. He's open. He got it! Tayshaun spins to the lane. Flips it up. Lefty fills it up.